Hey guys, in this video we're going to take a look at another 50 awesome mods available for Minecraft 1.16.5. If you haven't seen my other list like this, where I covered another 50 mods, check it out after this video. All these mods were tested with Forge, but I'll leave a link to any fabric versions below. Core has sponsored this longer video, who just today have launched on the Epic Game Store. If you didn't already know, Core is a platform where you can play games, either alone or with friends, and even create them yourself. There's over 20,000 games to choose from, ranging from some of your favorite genres like adventure, RPG, survival, and shooter-styled games. There are so many choices to choose from. Some of my personal favorites are Farmer's Market, where you own a farm and have to upgrade it, while also being able to go fishing and metal detecting. Though, when I have a few minutes to spare, I also like to relax by playing a few rounds of mini-golf, trying to beat other players in Snake, or getting a few kills in Sniper Alley. To celebrate the launch on Epic Games, Core is hosting 4 tournaments with a prize pool of over $50,000, which can be won by playing games and completing challenges, with new ones revealed each week. This week's challenge starts today, and there's $25,000 up for grabs by placing on the leaderboards of Strike Team and Infinity Arena. And I'm personally looking forward to trying my luck in Infinity Arena. If you like the look of Core, make sure to download it from Epic Games. It's completely free, and you'll also receive some exclusive heroes and mounts. You can find the link down below, and you can also add me in-game. Just search for Power Down. Tinker's Construct is a mod which allows you to create your own armor and tools by smelting materials and applying modifiers. You'll be able to build individual parts which each have their own stats, before merging them together to create your own equipment. There's a few custom items included with the mod too, such as the Slime Sling and Slime Boots. The Twilight Forest is a new dimension which can be accessed by creating a portal. Inside, you'll find a magical world featuring new mobs, biomes, dungeons, and other items. It's a great mod for exploration, as you'll also find new bosses inside which have progression, as you'll need to defeat one boss to reach the next. Morpheus adds a sleep vote system to Minecraft, which is going to be useful for if you're playing with friends. If 50% of players are sleeping, then the night will turn to day. It's just useful if some players don't have access to a bed. Chisel Bits is a great mod for creating some custom-shaped blocks and designs. Using a chisel, you can chip away at blocks, which could be useful to give them a 3D appearance, or just create some new blocks in general. The mod also includes a saw, which can be used to repeatedly cut blocks into smaller sizes. Or Excavation can be used to harvest multiple blocks at once. If you see an entire vein of iron ores, then you can mine them all with a single swing. It can also be used to chop down entire trees at once too. Jade is a fork of Here's What You're Looking At. When hovering over blocks, you can see what it's called, as well as the mod it's from. Though it also has a lot of other features, such as being able to see what's inside a container, the health of entities, how close you are to breaking a block, and a lot more. Open Blocks Elevator allows you to craft blocks which you can quickly teleport between. You can craft an elevator block using an ender pearl and 8 wool, and you can teleport between them by pressing jump or sneak. There's also directional elevator blocks and colored blocks which determine the jump location. Mr. Crayfish Furniture Mod adds over 80 unique pieces of furniture which are great to decorate your house with. You'll find items like chairs, tables, lamps, and more. A lot of blocks have functionality too. Another furniture mod is Adorn. Just like the previous mod, you'll find a lot of new blocks which are useful for decorating your house with. You'll find chairs, sofas, drawers, shelves, and more, with some items having interactions of their own. The Lost Cities has seen some changes in its newer release. You can now have cities spawn in your world alongside regular and modded biomes. You can choose how often they spawn and how they should generate. Most of the buildings are empty, but you'll find spawners, chests, and other blocks inside. They're fun to explore and to use the underground subways. Hats has also seen a major update. You'll find them spawning on mobs in your world, which you can collect by killing them. Hats have a rarity system, new colorizing options, and even accessories which allow you to make hats more unique than ever before. It's a really fun mod to use, and feels rewarding when you unlock a hat you really wanted. Another one of my favorites is Mowzie's Mobs, which adds quite a few fictional creatures to your world. These all look great and have models, textures, and animations which really fit into Minecraft nicely. Some of the new creatures include Barako the Sun Chief, the Ferris Rotnot, and the Frost Moth, which is a Yeti-like creature. Trash Slot is a small but useful mod. In your inventory, you'll find a new slot, which is the Trash Slot. Any items that you place in here will be voided instantly, allowing you to quickly dispose of unwanted stuff. Serene Seasons will add seasons to Minecraft. As you progress through each one, you'll notice that the color of foliage and grass will change. Temperatures will also be affected as snow will fall in places you usually wouldn't expect it. The different seasons will also determine the crop growth rate, how much it rains, and more. Test dummies can be used to test out the amount of damage you deal. Like armor stands, they can face 16 different directions, and can even be equipped with armor for further testing. When you hit a dummy, you'll be shown a small indicator with the amount of damage you dealt. Forgiving Void should make falling into the void less annoying. When falling, you'll instead be teleported into the sky, allowing you to land back on the surface, although you'll be dropped from a height which will only be survivable with a full health bar. Inspirations adds a lot of small changes and improvements to Minecraft. You'll find bookshelves, which can actually hold books, glass doors, new paths, and more. Cauldrons can hold potions, and even dyes, which can be used on your leather armor. Axes will be able to hold more enchantments, and the new barometer can be used to show your current altitude. There's a lot more that this mod provides. Charm is another mod that adds lots of new additions to the game. There's lots of new blocks such as gold bars, crates, bookshelves, and candles. Some mobs will now have randomized textures, and you'll find that beacons will give the regeneration effect to neutral mobs nearby. Glow balls are new items which can be thrown to leave a light source on impact. Improvements are also made to villages and mine shafts. And again, there's a lot more to this mob that I couldn't talk about in one video. Rats are small creatures which spawn at night. They're afraid of the player, but will try to get close so they can steal food from your chest. Though they can be deterred by using traps, or instead, they can be tamed using cheese. So they'll listen to commands like follow, transport items, harvest crops, and even hunt for prey. Absent by Design adds new blocks which uses existing textures that are missing from the base game. You'll find tons of new walls, fences, stairs, and slabs, which are made out of materials like sandstone, concrete, and quartz. ToroHealth damage indicators will add health bars to the top corner of your screen, which are visible when hovering over an entity. You'll be able to see the amount of damage you deal, and you can also enable health bars in the game world, so that they'll be visible over every mob. The Secret Rooms mod adds a lot of items which will help you hide treasure, making it great for multiplayer. There's levers, which are designed as torches, one-way glass, and other secret blocks such as redstone, trapdoors, and chests, which will blend in with their surroundings. If you want to make your first few days of Minecraft more realistic, then try out the No Tree Punching. You won't be able to break blocks without the correct tools, so you'll need to break leaves to get sticks instead. You'll be able to craft a new flint axe and pickaxe to collect the necessary starter materials. Project Vibrant Journeys also increases the realism of Minecraft. You'll find new ground cover which includes rocks, twigs, leaves, bones, and more, which can all be harvested. There's also some changes to lakes and beaches, as you'll find seashells and sea grass all around, which all help make the world feel more immersive. Decorative Blocks will add a lot of new items to aid with building. There's blocks like bonfires, chandeliers, braziers, and thatch. There's a lot of other items too, and by using them you can create builds that are more realistic and beautiful than ever before. Better Animals Plus will bring new life to your world, in the form of over 35 new animals. You'll find bears, goats, squirrels, reindeers, birds, crabs, sharks, badgers, deer, and more. The animals will be spread out between different biomes and locations. Some are passive, some are hostile, and some can even be tamed and bred. Horse carts can be attached to horses by pressing the R key. Currently, there are 3 different carts. The supply cart has an inventory where you can store items inside, and a friend can even sit on the back. The plow cart can till soil and turn dirt into paths, whereas the animal cart can transport both players and animals around your world. Back tools will show the last used tool on the player's back, which is a small feature which adds a lot of immersion. Bedspreads will allow you to add banner patterns to your bed so that you can add your own designs. If you're looking for some interesting banner designs, then check the Planet Minecraft website. TerraForged is a world generation mod, which mostly focuses on overhauling the terrain and rivers. You'll find hills, mountains, and valleys all throughout your world, which I think look a lot more realistic. I do really enjoy this mod and how it transforms your world. The Conjurer is a new mob who is Illager themed. He's a magician and can be found in a new structure, which is the theater, often found deep in the woods performing a show in front of other hostile enemies. The Conjurer is a mini-boss and has some unique abilities and tricks, but if you beat him, you'll get his hat as a reward. The Lightning Wand is a new item which can be crafted with blaze rods and glowstone. When you right-click on the ground while holding it, you'll place an invisible light source, which can be useful for lighting up your base. If you want to add some new weapons to your game, then try out Mr. Crayfish gun mod. It includes 9 weapons which range from pistols, shotguns, rifles, and grenade launchers. They can be equipped with attachments and enchantments to improve them, and you can make them unique by applying your own dyes. With all the new decoration blocks we've added in this video, you might want to check out Item Zoom. When you hover over an item in your inventory, you'll see a larger version of it so you can see if it will match your build without wasting any materials. Another mod, which adds a lot of new animals, is Alex's Mobs, which currently adds almost 50 new additions. Some are based around real-world creatures, and some are fantasy. None of these animals are purely for visuals, as they all have unique drops or mechanics, and the easiest way to learn about them all would be by using the Animal Dictionary. If you want to improve on the vanilla animals instead, then check out Better Animal Models. It simply adjusts the models and textures so that they're less block-like and look a little more immersive. It's a client-side mod, and you can choose if you only want to change certain mobs. Simple Magnets adds magnets which are able to pick up items and experience around the players. There's a basic and advanced version, with them being able to pick up items up to an 11-block radius. You can also filter the items that you want to collect, and they can be toggled with a keybind. Mutant Beasts adds some of the creatures you might already know about into modern Minecraft. It adds mutated versions of some monsters such as skeletons, creepers, zombies, and snow golems. They look a lot different, and some have unique abilities. The mutant zombie, for example, has increased follow range, can destroy the player's shield, and has much higher resistances. Supplementaries adds a lot of new animated decoration blocks, which makes great additions. Some of the new items include wind vanes, signposts, notice boards, wall lanterns, fireflies, and so much more. I think a lot of people would be happy if a mod like this was implemented into the vanilla game. To get help with mining, you can try out the Advanced Mining Dimension. When you create the teleporter, you'll be taken to a new world which only consists of caves, making it a great place to gather materials. Backpacked is a simple and efficient backpack mod, which can be crafted from leather and an iron ingot. If you choose to, the backpack and its items will be saved on death. It adds 9 extra slots by default, but it can be configured to have up to 54 slots instead. Spiders 2.0 will make some changes to the animations of spiders. Now, they'll climb walls and ceilings more realistically, and will also have slightly better AI, which help them to navigate obstacles. With all the new weapons and creatures being added, Friendly Fire would be a good addition. With it installed, any pets will be immune from being damaged by their owners, although if you sneak, you can disable this feature. Dude, Where's My Horse will add a new item which can be bound to your horse. When you right-click while holding the item, it will attempt to summon the horse to you, even if it's inside an unloaded chunk. Extended caves will improve on the generation of caves. You'll find quite a lot of new blocks, which includes marlstone, lava stone, and marble. In the new structures which spawn underground, you'll find treasure pots which contain loot, with quartz treasure pots being more rare. The generation of caves is slightly different too, as you'll also find patches of ice, underground plants, and crystals. Hardcore Revival is another useful mod for multiplayer. When you die, you'll be knocked out, and you'll have a 2-minute timer for a friend to come and revive you. It's great for hardcore servers, as dying in a stupid way doesn't have to be the end. For more of a challenge, try out Mob Sunscreen. It will cause mobs that usually burn during the day, like zombies and skeletons, to survive instead. Fish Traps allows you to automatically catch fish while doing other tasks. There are multiple tiers, with the highest being made out of diamonds. The new fishing bait will increase the speed at which the traps make catches. I really like the Paragliders mod, which I've mentioned in a few videos. They're inspired by Zelda and allow you to glide from high places without taking fall damage. Although they do have a stamina system, so you'll fall if you run out of stamina. Alongside the Paraglider, there's also the Doku Leaf. Dungeons mod will add some new bosses to Minecraft, as well as other smaller mobs. There's the King, who is surrounded by guards atop a castle, or the Crawler, who can be found in a lab, a test from nearby scientists. Deep underwater, you'll find the Kraken. Some of the smaller mobs include piranhas, rogues, and anthermites, all who are hostile. To save some space, try out smaller Nether portals. It removes the size requirements for Nether portals so that they can be crafted even if they're just 1 block wide. The Epic Fight mod adds some new combat mechanics. In battle mode, you'll be able to do basic attacks, dashes, rolls, and special attacks. The animation looks great, and some new death animations are also added to other mobs. With weapons and armor, you'll find new stats which affect stun durations and how much defense is ignored. That's it for this list. If you liked it, check out my channel, as I've covered a lot of other mod lists for Minecraft 1.16.5. Make sure to subscribe too, as I'll have more content coming out soon.